Hi everybody, welcome to Jin's Wall Street News. Palantir Technologies, which specialize in software platforms for big data analytics, announced Monday that the company expects calendar Q2 revenue to grow 6% sequentially. Advanced Micro Devices, a global semiconductor company, reported Tuesday that it expects current quarter's revenue to be flat quarter-over-quarter. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said on Wednesday, quote, "For the time being, we're well positioned to wait for greater clarity before considering any adjustments to our policy stance." For the US stocks, S&P 500 rose 0.43% and the Nasdaq Composite added 0.27% Wednesday. ARM, a British semiconductor and software design company, announced Wednesday after the bell that the company expects calendar Q2 revenue to decrease 15% on a quarterly basis. On Monday, Palantir Technologies announced financial results for the quarter ended March 31st, 2025. The company reported $884 million of revenue for the quarter, up 7% sequentially above its previous guidance. Operating income increased 1,500% from $11 million in the calendar Q4 last year to $176 million in the quarter ended March 31st this year. When it comes to the guidance, the company expects calendar Q2 revenue to be between $934 million and $938 million, the midpoint of $936 million, up 6% quarter-over-quarter. Shares of Palantir are now up 46% year-to-date. Advanced Micro Devices, a global semiconductor company, reported financial results for the first quarter 2025 on Tuesday. The company announced $7.4 billion of revenue in calendar Q1 this year, down 3% sequentially. Operating income also decreased 7% from $871 million in calendar Q4 last year to $806 million in calendar Q1 this year. When it comes to the guidance, the company expects calendar Q2 revenue to be $7.4 billion, plus or minus $300 million, just flat quarter-over-quarter. AMD stock drops about 17% this year. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell had a press conference after the FOMC meeting on Wednesday. He said, quote, "Despite heightened uncertainty, the economy is still in a solid position." At today's meeting, the committee decided to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate at 4.25% to 4.5% and to continue reducing the size of balance sheet. The unemployment rate remains low and the labor market is at or near maximum employment. Inflation has come down a great deal, but has been running somewhat above our 2% longer run objective. For the time being, we're well positioned to wait for greater clarity before considering any adjustments to our policy stance. For the US stocks, S&P 500 rose 0.43% and the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 0.7%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq added 0.27%. ARM, a British semiconductor and software design company, announced financial results for the quarter ended March 31st, 2025. The company reported $1.2 billion of revenue for the quarter, up 26% sequentially. Operating income also increased 134% from $175 million in calendar Q4 last year to $410 million in the quarter ended March 31st this year. When it comes to the guidance, the company expects current quarter's revenue to be between $1 billion and $1.1 billion, down 15% quarter-over-quarter. Shares of ARM tumbled about 11% on Wednesday in extended trading due to the disappointing guidance. Okay, this is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.